In their 20 years of combined teaching experience, they have worked with thousands and thousands of students to help make them successful in life. But they have noticed there are certain types of students that seem to pop up. Pay attention, you might just run into your freshman roommate. PKA presenters Sarah Egan Warren and Sarah Glova want to introduce to you 20 college students, the good, the not so good, and the downright ugly.
You ready, Sarah?
I think I'm ready. Does my microphone sound ready?
A+ Andrea is going to stop at nothing to maintain her 4.0 GPA all the way through to graduation.
But she's got a hyper focus on grades. Can she still learn?
If she is going to keep going, she's going to make sure she plans other times for things other than grades.
Yeah. Distracted Dan is always looking down at his phone. He's missing what's going on around him in real life.
We understand that when you can get any answer to any question and connect to any person in the world, it's a powerful and seductive distraction.
Yeah, until you miss what's going on around you in class.
Well, let's meet sensitive Sandra. She's very much in tune to the emotional well-being of what is going on in the class.
Yeah, she would never tattle on anyone, but she's very aware when there might be problems and just wants the instructor to know about them.
And sometimes she'll even comment on local or global events that are going to have an impact on the emotional well-being of the class.
Yeah. Practically perfect. Paul does everything and does it right. He's motivated, he's driven, he's involved in every single thing.
Right, in his fraternity, in his research program, in a local charity, in the intramural soccer team. If this student does not burn out from being completely overcommitted, he is going to be a shining star.
Next, we have blaming Belinda. Nothing is her fault, not missing class, not the late assignment, not the problems in her group.
No, her computer crashed, the bus was late, the internet was slow, the prompt was wrong, everyone else is wrong.
If she could learn to take some responsibility for things going on, it's going to be much easier for her to work with others in the future.
Hopefully. Experienced Edward is what we call a non-traditional age college student. He has come back to the classroom older, wiser, and with significant workplace experience.
He may be uncomfortable at first if some of the students or even the instructor is the same age as his children, but he's ready to learn and make the most out of this college experience.
Next up is Early Elizabeth, and she is going to ask for the readings before the semester even begins.
Yeah, not only does she work ahead, but she's going to turn every assignment in way before it's due.
You know, when she gets to the workplace, you're going to count on Early Elizabeth to get the job done, but she is going to drive everyone crazy, pushing to make sure she meets their deadlines.
Slacker Samantha doesn't care. She doesn't care about this class. She doesn't care about her grade.
You know, in her introduction to the class, she said, yeah, I'm a slacker, and I'm just trying to get through to graduation.
If she could adjust her attitude, she'll be all right.
Maybe she should stop self-identifying as a slacker.
That's true. Questioning Quentin takes a critical eye to the course, looks for any possible inconsistencies, and notifies the instructor of any potential problems.
You know, and sometimes it can be a little hard to be on the receiving end of constructive criticism about our own classes, but we try and think about him as a free usability tester or maybe our editor.
Yeah, that's nice. Inappropriate Irene says hurtful things about race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, sexual orientation, gender, religion.
Yeah, is she clueless or is she actively engaging in hate speech?
Yeah. So by confronting her, we make our classroom safer and help her understand how her opinions could be hurtful to others.
Class clown Carl. He's a blessing and a curse because it can be a really nice breath of fresh air or he could be really annoying.
Yeah, that line between entertaining and bothering people can be kind of thin. Maybe you've seen that before in some of your staff meetings. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how he's going to be then too, for better or worse.
For better or worse.
Technophobe Terry cannot send an email. She does not know how to adjust the margins in her Microsoft Word documents.
She's so terrified of technology that it blocks her ability to absorb any of the content in the class. If she could just notify us when she's having problems, she'll be fine and avoid those late assignments.
Oh, Henry Handholder and Careful Candace can't do anything on their own at all, so we're going to keep them together in the same slide so they'll feel more comfortable.
They're so terrified of making any potential mistake that they're just going to check in with us about any little thing.
Right. There are no stupid questions, but there are unnecessary ones.
Yeah. Nitpicker Nate. You give him a graded assignment and you are asking for feedback because he wants to know how he got any points off and what is this criticism, no matter how constructive. If he could have had that attention to detail on the assignment,
He does want to do well and he does care,
He does.
but he does just nitpick at every little
that
thing.
energy is misguided. Yeah.
Plagiarizing Pete steals other people's work. He may lift entire paragraphs from an online resource, or maybe he's using a friend's paper from another class from a different semester.
I didn't know it wasn't allowed. Never works. If he could take some of that resourcefulness and try to put it toward good after learning some academic integrity laws, yeah.
Friendly Frank has never met a classmate he does not like. He can strike up a conversation with anyone at any time and feel completely at ease.
Once he gets to the workplace, he's the one organizing happy hour or recruiting for softball.
He's going to have to be a little careful and protect himself so that people don't take advantage of him.
Disappearing Dave. He's in class, he's absent. He's in class, he's absent.
And then he shows up and he does work.
Yeah, and then he disappears again for like a week.
And then he comes back and he frantically tries to catch up.
A lot of times there's personal issues here, so we just need him to engage before it's too late.
Oh, one of my favorite kind
I
of
like this
students,
one.
Miss the Point Marvin. Turns in completely wrong assignments, and it's often hard for us to tell if he didn't understand what was going on or if he just got going and he just kept going down this path no matter any indication that he was going completely the wrong way.
A lot of times he's a hard worker, so if we can just get him to like read the directions, like maybe more than once.
Revealing Roger will tell you about his trouble in other classes, his landlord, how much he hates the dining hall, problems with his significant other, and every sniffle and cough.
We love to connect with students, but I cannot know that you're tired because your roommate, who had a friend from home, stayed up till 2 a.m. and was drinking beer.
We don't want to know Roger.
Yeah, we don't.
Now, truly, we cannot pigeonhole students into each one of these characters because each one of us in this room could be one of these or all of these on any given day.
It's so true, Sarah. I was totally practically perfect, Paul. I'm not kidding. I multitask all day.
Or distracted Dan.
Or inappropriate Irene.
Yeah, that's not nice. So, who are you? One of the good
The not so good.
or the downright ugly?